Hey guys, this is Oshi and this is going to be the reading for episode 4 of the new Game of Thrones, not spin-off, it's a, what is it called? Like a prequel show. Which I kind of watched it late. I usually watch it the next day that it comes out, but this last week was really busy. So I only had time to watch it yesterday. But honestly, it was so much fun, especially doing these readings and how the last one ended. I mean, not the episode, but the last part of the reading that I did, like when I just pulled cards to see what's gonna come without any characters in mind, because when I don't even know who it was, but someone was referring to the princess as dressed up as a page. I was like, we saw the page in the previous reading, so that was fun. But yeah, so I'm a day late. I'm sorry about that, guys. Not like it matters really, but Mercury is also retrograde, so it's gonna probably happen. But okay, so it's exciting and I kind of really enjoy doing these readings now. So, oh my god, I forgot. I should have pulled up Kala Lizzie's comment, because maybe I'm gonna still do that while talking to you. Because if you haven't seen her comments under the videos, go back and check, because she always leaves fun and long comments, and they are so full of information, and it was really fun to read through how she interpreted what's gonna happen in the show. So if you haven't saw those comments when you check the videos, go back and check them. I will try to pull up, because there was one question that she was like, we need a reading on that. Maybe it was the demon princess marriage. Maybe it was that. I don't want to, start the video because my phone, because it's gonna start playing, and I can't be bothered. So yeah, this week is also really busy because I need to finish the guidebook for the zombie oracle, the second one ASAP, because the deck itself is actually freaking here. But I don't have the guidebook yet, so I'm working on that as well, as spending time with nephew and stuff like that. So, busy. But let's start with the princess, because there was a lot of things happening with her in this episode. And I, to be honest, I'm kind of enjoying how much they skip forward in time. I mean, there's already like 4 years passed within 4 episodes. Plus... oh yeah, and Kala Lizzie was calling that there's gonna be a lot more sex in the season after the first few episodes, and episode 4 was definitely having some. But I kind of really liked the highlighted differences between the scenarios. When is it then when you're actually enjoying having sex? Where is it then it's your duty and you don't want it but you have to, and stuff like that. And when is it when it's your freaking niece that you're trying to, That was interesting. I was kind of thinking that, oh, they are finally over this incestuous relationship, but of course they are not. They kind of have to be, inbred in a way for the later happenings. Okay, cards, what is it? I just need a few cards for the princess. Not all the cards possible. So 3 of Spears appears again. It's still, but Kala Lizzie called it, and I was talking about the ships as well, and it's probably it could be that she's looking at the marriage that it's probably coming for her, even though she really doesn't want to get married. Look at that. Okay, we have the Empress again. But, marriages are political, so especially in this setting. So maybe the hesitancy to, start this journey that ends up in that marriage is because she doesn't want to. Because she just wants solitude, you know, she wants to be alone, but she has responsibilities as an empress. So unfortunately, it's not like, I don't think she can avoid the whole marriage business, especially because we have the ships here as well. But we have the sun, which means happiness in a longer term, though it also means clarity. So, you know, getting clarity on something, and the sun radiates power, and we have the dragon there. So very, and you know, you don't see a baby on this card, which can mean there's not gonna be an heir, some way or shape or form. Or, you know, there's gonna be a dragon heir. I can't even remember all the legends that they had. But, you know, just in general, she's still heading towards becoming the Empress. I don't think that, you know, Daemon... Well, I mean, Daemon is trying to fuck things up, but I don't think that that's gonna happen. Plus, there was that pulling... getting pulled between two emotions for Daemon, I think, which we'll talk about in just a second. So yeah, she's still heading towards becoming the actual ruler. But I don't see, you know, I don't see partnership, which is interesting, because it's interesting because she doesn't want that. She will need the power for sure, especially because, as this episode demonstrated, people don't accept her as a female, as a ruler, because, you know, customs and all that shit. So, okay, no one judgment is here again. But she's consistently on the road, so it's not like she took a step back and became a page. Except she did, which is fun. I mean, for her. Okay, let's see Daemon. And then I'm gonna pull a card for their relationship for sure. Okay. Queen of Coins. Didn't he get, like, I forgot pretty much all the readings that I did for so far. That's why it's gonna be fun to rewatch them all and, you know, do a catch-up video. But didn't he had some sort of a King of Coins or some, you know, money-related card previously as well? It also could mean that because he's not very happy with his current wife, and his current wife is not very happy, but it could be that either there's gonna be a new wife or her wife is going to do something about the things that justice that are happening. Interesting that he's getting the justice with the Iron Throne, because, you know, he can feel that it was unjust that he's not the heir. But obviously, we don't, as the audience, pretty much want the princess. Or do we even want the princess to be stuck in that position? I don't know, but it can highlight the fact that, you know, he feels like... the magician again. He feels like that sneaky energy is definitely Daemon. He feels like that, you know, he's supposed to be the one sitting on the throne, but he wouldn't be a good ruler, because I don't think, you know, like, just... He's kind of bloodthirsty. And I'm not saying that the princess is, you know, all about lovey-dovey energy and loving the people, because as the king said, they are, you know, from this, pretty much from the same energy. It's just Daemon has a chance to be more destructive because of his gender and role and place in the court. But we definitely have the magician, so we could look at it as only his energy, or we can look at it, this is his wife, this is him, and there's gonna be justice. in the relationship, which I don't think is gonna be as easy for him as he'd expect, because he kind of, I think, wishes that his wife would just give up and go away. But I don't think that she's gonna do that easily. She's gonna ask her for her price, so to speak, which is understandable because I would do the same. But yeah, this is a very interesting setup for Damon. What do you see? What do you guys see? Let me know. Okay, let's pull some cards for the king. And then the color armor. Oh, you're ruining my medieval aesthetic. Okay, for the king. Yeah, the king is, to be honest, he seemed so much stronger at the beginning, but he's getting into that, paranoid, I'm not trusting anybody, even though, for good reason. You're in a position where you shouldn't. Wheel of Fortune. Oh, the devil. And the Ten of Cups. Okay. Interesting. Because, he got rid of Hightower, as in a trusted advisor position. But, and I was, thinking about that. Why would you want your daughter to marry the king? I mean, yeah, you're gonna be part of the bloodline, but so what? It's just a life of misery. I mean, I understand if you want money or, security, but oh God, no. So Wheel of Fortune, things are always in motion, and the Wheel of Fortune usually highlights a chance for something good, but it's followed by the devil. So I would say that there's gonna be a test in the marriage, because the Ten of Cups is, I'm not reading it as per se a legal binding relationship, but it's something that is about family and that sort of, we have kids, we're together, we love each other, blah blah blah. You don't have to have kids, blah blah blah. In this setting they have energy, but the devil can unbind what's been bound. I don't think they're gonna get married in any way, divorced, because there's no such thing. And I don't think that she would go away, the queen, the new queen. I would feel it, or read it as more how I usually read the devil, that the devil is gonna come in and test the strength of the marriage, the relationship, which is not necessarily a bad one. It's just I'm imbalanced, and there's a lot of political parts of that relationship, which the king is kind of getting realizing now. The queen knew, and that test could be the fact that the princess is not a maiden anymore. I kind of, hate that expression, but because it's about the Ten of Cups. We have the Ten of Cups. It's not just about the marriage. It's about the family that he built together with the new queen. So interesting. This is less political. It's more personal than the previous ones, I think. Okay. And I'm already mixing up the cards again. I mean, reversed and whatnot. So let's pull a card for the Princess and Demon, which is like, I would normally really much, I mean, I would really enjoy a relationship like that on screen, but I'm like, can you please not be related? I know that, you know, it was an acceptable thing in royalty because of the bloodline and whatnot, but come on now. It's still hard to watch. Okay, let's see how their relationship will look like. And I don't necessarily just mean if they're gonna... Ooh, okay. That's not so much. Oh, I'm not gonna pull more. Let's see. Okay, so we have 2 cards. 8 of Swords. So there's a lot of... First of all, there's a lot of Swords energy. So there's a lot of thinking back and forth. And, you know, everything is connected to the intelligence and their thoughts and mind. So it's definitely a connection of intelligence. It's a connection of likeness in a way that they think the same. And they worry about a lot of the same things. And there's a lot of self-imposed restrictions, which should be. But if you look at the picture, it kind of looks like a little like the Iron Throne as well. You know, that's gonna be there. I mean, Daemon thought that he had the perfect solution. Marry her, get the throne, get the girl, everything, you know. But we have the King of Swords. And I don't read it, the King of Swords, right now as a person in this, you know, regarding their relationship. It's just more about one of them is definitely going to be overpowering the other. You know, it kind of feels like one of them is going to succumb to restrictions and worries and fears about something, and one of them is going to have the power over the other. And what they do with that power is a different question, you know. If they come and, so to speak, rescue this other person because they can, you know, just slap away the swords and help the other, or they can bring justice because, you know, the same character for the Judgment card. So bring in judgment. That's a very, very interesting one. And, you know, right now I would say this is the princess and this is Demon, because who knows? But they can surprise us. There could be that they're gonna find themselves in a position where Demon will have an upper hand for some reason. I don't know. I saw that less likely, but we don't know yet. Okay. And let's do the fun stuff again. And let's pull just random cards to see, you know, what's gonna happen. And interestingly, I'm kind of like low energy now, and I was really excited to do this reading. So it's I know I'm not reading for real people, but I always take a note of how I feel during a reading, because it kind of indicates something, and I'm definitely feeling exhausted. And okay. And just, I don't even know. Okay, and we also have the 6 of Coins here as well. Okay, so if we go with that, the Queen of Coins is either connected to Daemon, you know, like it's his energy, or his wife. There's gonna be a chance, you know, there's gonna be something happening, there's gonna be a chance. And I'm gonna go with her, as in the wife, because I kind of feel like it's her more. Especially because we have the priestess here, and we don't know a lot about this character besides that she was a whore and Damon married her just to, you know, spite or annoy his brother. And I forgot to say it with Damon, but I kind of really like that scene when, you know, he kneeled in front of him, because that scene when he looked like he was accepting his place in the court could have been, you know, like, this can work, we can work together, and then he ruined it, which was in the previous cards. But yeah, so this is connected to her, the wife. And if you think about who the priestess, you know, the red, what was her name? Not red sorcerer. Red priestess? I don't know, I can't remember. I think it was red. Her role was, you know, a direct connection to a higher power and darker magic and energy. It can be that she's gonna do something behind everybody's back, something that's good for her, you know, manipulating things and maybe pulling into some witchcraft and whatnot. But definitely, I really like that, you know, the priestess is coming here, because some people, and I can be that people, sometimes read the high priestess as someone who uses sex for gaining for getting information out of people. And if you think about that, she was a whore, and I'm using the word because it was used, and I'm not using it as a derogative term. I'm just, you know, it's a title, a job title. She can use her body and stuff like that to gain information, which would be interesting. I mean, if she would do something with that, and not even necessarily from Damon, because these cards definitely suggest to me that, you know, she's doing her own, you know, she's taking back control, and she's going to be her own fortune's guiding hand. She's not going to let men rule her life, if it's her, obviously. What do you think? Okay, do let me know, and yeah, thank you so much for watching, for commenting. Like I said, go back and watch Color Lizzie's comments, or read Color Lizzie's comments, because those were very, very fun, especially because she keeps referring to Damon as Doctor Who, which just makes things funnier. But yeah, thank you so much for being here, and see you in the next one. Bye.